Hey guys, it's Natty. Sorry about the background. I'm trying to find an angle in our apartment that's good with the light, but that there also isn't a ton going on back here. Here you'll see like some paintings we have in our kitchen, so sorry if that's a little distracting. Anyways, I wanted to record a quick-ish video, so this is mostly for myself, to keep myself accountable about what I have moving forward. Originally I have been addicted to eyeshadow palettes. That is what I love. That and lipsticks. I am a sucker for them. So limited packaging ones, I'm there. If they're on sale, I'm there. I don't tend to think through those purchases quite as much as I do like a new foundation or a blush or a highlighter or anything like that. Palettes can usually be an impulse buy for me. So I want to make this video just to show what I have and keep myself accountable and know that I have a ton. Now, compared to other people here on YouTube, I don't really have that much. However, for me, this is quite a lot. So I wanted to just kind of put them out there, just so I know I probably, if a new palette comes out, I probably don't need to get it. Probably won't be able to use up all of this stuff I have. So anyways, as a typical disclaimer, I am not trying to brag about what I have or don't have. I do use all of my stuff. I tend to rotate it quite frequently. This year has been a little bit different just with COVID not going anywhere. I don't typically wear a ton of makeup, but I do use all this stuff, so it's not sitting there rotting. So anyways, after that disclaimer, let's get started. Some of these I've grouped by brand if I have several of these brands. Others are just the one single palette. So we're going to start with Too Faced. I only have one of these. I used to be really into Too Faced way back when the original chocolate bar came out. I used to love that palette, use it every day, until it started smelling funky, and actually, I guess I had it for so long that I got a rash on my eyelids, so I threw that one out. So this is the only new one I have. I was really drawn to it just because of the color story. It has a lot of like warm colors and a lot of purples, and I just really enjoyed it. But it's the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette, and this one was new this fall. So it looks like that. I really love tones like these and those oranges and those pinks. I'm just really here for it. So that's the first one. Then this Luna Magic, I got this one this summer. This is one of those that I bought on sale. This brand is owned by two Afro-Latina sisters, and so of course I had to support them. And a lot of the names of the eyeshadows are Latino, Spanish, things that just remind me a little bit of home, so I had to kind of get it. Like, for example, there's one that's called reggaeton, salsa, dinero, just things that kind of remind me of home. And the colors are really pretty, like this green one right here, so pretty, and the blues, and then it has some neutrals, so I just had to get this one. I probably won't do swatches or else this video is going to be forever and a day long. Let's talk about another summer purchase. This was Girls Meet Makeup, the Gloomy palette, I believe. This is the black-owned brand if you're interested. These shadows are just beautiful. They're not very expensive palettes. The formula works really, really well. This one has a ton of shimmers though, so if you're not into shimmers, that would be something to watch out for. But this color right here and then this color right here are what called me to this palette more than anything. This one I've had for a while. This is more of like a collector's factor. I love the movie Dirty Dancing, so when they came out with this one, this is from Solo Look. When they came out with this one, I had to have it. So these are the colors. It's kind of a little chunkier of a palette, but this just sits in my drawer. I don't use it quite as much, but I really do like the purple, and I like this champagne color right here. This is kind of like a bluish gray. It's really nice as well. It came with a liquid lipstick, which I have in my drawer. I love that. And I think they just came out with a new Dirty Dancing palette, but I haven't gotten that one. But I really enjoy this one. Urban Decay. So let's talk about the palette that started it all, This is the original Naked palette. This is not my original. I did used to have the original Naked palette, and it was the palette that I had the longest, and it's really what started this whole palette loving situation for me. I used to use the Naked palette all day, every day. I would do the smokiest of smoky colors with the really dark gunmetal ones. I would do everyday colors with the browns. It's just, I love this palette. So I obviously threw that one out quite a while ago because it was just really, really old. Like I had it in grad school, in undergrad is when I got it. So it's been quite a while. I'm in my 30s now, so I did have to throw it out. But when I found out that they were going to discontinue this, then I had to repurchase it, and I got it on sale. I haven't used this one quite as much, but I just really love these mid-tone shades. These toasted colors right here, I used to love pairing those together. I used to love these for smoky eyeshadow. This is just the perfect palette. Naked Honey. I also got this one on sale. I really didn't know if I was going to like this that much. I honestly got it for these two golden shades right here. They're so beautiful. But I really, really do enjoy this. Like, you can go light. You can do some brownish colors. You can use the gold colors. It's just perfect. I love it. Naked Smoky. This one is, we have a love-hate relationship. I will look at it and don't feel inspired, but then when I actually use it, I enjoy the look that I create. So I don't know. I just need to put this in rotation more often. But I like the really smoky tones. These shimmery ones are really nice. The only thing about this palette is there isn't really a lot of transition shades in it. So sometimes I have to pull from another one just for a transition shade. Or else I can use like a shimmery one. If you can tell, this is my favorite shade in the palette, followed by some of these. But yeah, I do enjoy this one when I pull it out to use. Let's talk about Glam Light. So this is the only Glam Light palette I have, and I really just loved the colors. They're all colorful except for these two. Now, this one is a little bit tricky because it looks like a brown, but it's more like a reddish tone. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's more of a red tone, which I didn't expect from it. But I really do enjoy this palette. This one is probably one of my favorite shades, followed by this blue right here. But I really do enjoy it. It's hard to do a look with just this palette, though, so this is more like of an accent palette than anything. Sorry, let me clean my finger a little bit. So that's the only Glam Light. Let's talk about Milani. So this one, I bought it because I was really eyeing the Natasha Denona Glam palette, but I couldn't bring myself to spend $65 on a palette. So I saw this one and I thought it had similar colors to those, and it kind of looked like the Stone Cold Fox from ColourPop as well, and I wasn't sure I wanted to pick that one up. I mean, I wanted it, but I didn't want to pick it up, and this one was, again, on sale. Can we see a trend here? So this is the Milani Soft and Sultry. I think they're either reformulating these or discontinuing them, but it's a beautiful everyday palette, kind of cooler toned, smokier tones. I really have enjoyed using this one. One thing is for the shimmers, though, I do prefer to use my finger with them just because it applies a little bit better. So we're going to set this one over here because we're running out of space. Let's talk about ColourPop. So most of these ColourPop ones I got this holiday. I used to have a couple ColourPop ones. I think I decluttered them because some of the oils were leaking out, and I just was not into that. So Big Poppy, I just got this for the holidays, and it's actually the one I'm wearing today. Looks like that. It's very basic looking, but it's just a matte warm neutral color, and I'm actually enjoying this quite a bit. The other one I got was more of a collector's factor because I love Star Wars and I love The Mandalorian, but it's the Child palette. I think Grogu is so cute. I haven't used this one because obviously I just got it, but it looks like that. And I can't wait to use it, and I don't typically keep the boxes for palettes, but for this one I will because it's more of a collector's thing. I mean, a collector's thing that I will use. other one that is a collector's thing that I really do enjoy is Gather Round Sisters. So as a child, I used to love Hocus Pocus. To this day, every October, I watch Hocus Pocus like every friggin' day. We just know that movie's gonna play once a day here in this household. So anyways, this one looks like that. I love the artwork. I love the colors. As you can see, I've gone ham on this shade right here. I really love this one. It's more of a cool toned, kind of shimmery, silvery, taupey shade. I really love that one. And the other one that I really love is this one right here. And that one's called Thackeray Banks. So anyways, I love this palette. So pretty. So pretty. And that one's the other one that I kept the box more. The last ColourPop one is the Stone Cold Fox. And I didn't know if I was going to get this one. It was on my list for my birthday / the holidays. But this one is really pretty. I really like the packaging. It's nice and smooth. It feels kind of, I can't even describe it. But anyways, this is a full neutral, cool toned palette. And I love it. You can get so many looks. This is probably one of the larger ones I have. It's really pretty. I love so many of the colors on here. If you're interested in seeing anything with this, just let me know. I know there's probably plenty of people that have posted videos about it, but if you're interested, just let me know. 1 second. Okay, so that's the last ColourPop. Makeup Geek had a sale. So I got one of their palettes, and it's all that glitters isn't always gold. I don't know if they're discontinuing this one or not, but I just thought it looks so pretty. This again was an impulse purchase. It was like $5, so how could I say no to that? But some of my favorite shades here are like this green right here. Can you see that? Like, how do you say no to that? And then this yellow or gold, I guess. Like, look at that. I don't know. The light is not doing it justice, but there's that gold. Can you see? It's so beautiful. So anyways, I got that one. You can get rid of that packaging. Okay. So that's the only Makeup Geek one I have. Makeup Revolution, I don't really buy a lot of their stuff, but I got the Emily Edit, the Wonks palette. I love watching Emily here on YouTube. She's just really down to earth, really honest, so I wanted to support her. So I got this one. This one's only $20. The quality probably isn't as great as some of these other palettes I've talked about, but for $20, it's pretty amazing, and you get a lot of different colors. I do have some shades that have hit like a little bit of hard pan, like Eve Rose kind of has a little bit of hard pan, but that's totally fine with me. But I have enjoyed using this palette. Dominique, the Latte palette. I really love this one, and I always forget to pull it out, but it's just a beautiful neutrals palette. This one is one of my favorite shades ever. It's kind of like champagne-y, frosty, cool toned brown. Let me swatch it right there. Can you see it? Right there. Like, see that shimmer? I just love it. So anyways, Dominique Cosmetics. Love that palette. Then we have, we'll save these in a little bit. We'll talk about that. Actually, let's just talk about these now. So I have a ton of unique palettes. I think most of them have been discontinued, which is a bummer. So these palettes right here are great for beginners. They are not quite as pigmented as some of these other ones, so they are forgiving and you can really build them up. And the color stories are beautiful. Like, this is the 4th one. It kind of reminds me of the original Naked palette a little bit. So if you missed out on the original Naked palette and you have this one, this would be a great option. I also have the Addiction 6, which is a beautiful rosy tone. This shade right here is more of a topper, but I like to use it all on its own. I use my finger to apply it. And then the 7, this one is the Rainbow palette. I really enjoy making looks with this one. If you've seen my looks for the colorful eyebrows, I usually use this one to make those those videos. Sorry, I'm like super itchy right here. Anyways, I really enjoy this one. And this one's kind of a duochrome shade, so that one's fun to play around with. And then this one, I'm calling it a palette, but really it's a bunch of singles from Unique. I really enjoy this formula a little bit more than the pre-made palettes, but that's just my preference. They're both pretty great, but just the singles for me I think work a little bit better for me. And then my all-time favorite from Unique is the Moodstruck Beloved Volume 2. This is just a beautiful purpley shade. This one right here, Wooed, is beautiful. I just love this color right here. Let me swatch it for you if I have room in my hand. But it's that one right here. It's kind of like a pinky purpley shade. I just love that one. And this one is more of a grayish purple, and this is like a purple. So I really enjoy that one. Okay. The Balm, I've noticed they've kind of either been repackaging their stuff or just changing things up just a little bit. So at one point they didn't have almost anything on their website, but they've slowly been adding some stuff. So the only palette I have from them is the Nude Beach palette. I really enjoy this one. But it looks like that. It's kind of like a rosy neutrals. I really enjoy it. These shades right here, the darkest ones, kind of look similar, but one of them is just a typical dark brown, and then this one has like reddish shimmer to it. So I really enjoy that one. Tarte, I only have one palette of theirs, the Tarteist Pro. I really enjoy this one. I haven't pulled it out in a while, so I think I'm going to pull it out. I have hit pan on one shade. I love this one as a brow bone highlight and an inner corner highlight. It's really dirty, sorry. These shimmers aren't quite as impressive, but they work a little bit better if you use your, sorry, the packaging is a little, but if you use your ring finger or just your finger to apply them. So I really enjoy that one. And I think last but not least, we have the Melt palettes. I really love Melt's formula. I am new to Melt. I just started using Melt this year, and I started with the Beetlejuice palette. Again, I'm a huge fan of Beetlejuice. Play it every October for Halloween. And some people say, you know, that color story is awful. All those purples are so similar, but it really, I don't care. I just love it. So I really love these shades and these right here. Really love this one. I love using this one right here as a fun and unique highlight, like an inner corner, but like look at that. It is so intensely pigmented. Put it right here on my wrist. Like, look at that color. Whew. Isn't that crazy? So I really love that. The one shade I haven't been able to work with is this Paranormal color. So it's that dark forest green. I just have not been able to figure that shade out yet, but I will. I will. Yeah, let me see if I can put this back. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then the last two Melt palettes. One I'm very upset about because it came a little bit broken, but I got these for my birthday. And it's the She's and Parties palette. I've been eyeing this one for quite some time. Unfortunately, the champagne-ish shade here is broken, but that's okay. I am really into this purple right. So this one I haven't used yet. It's on my list of things to use, but the color story is just so beautiful. So anyways, there's that. And then the last palette I have is the Smoke Sessions palette. I really debated if I wanted to get this one or if I just wanted to do, is it the e.l.f. little ones that are like $3 or whatever? That one and a Color Pop. I was thinking about it, but then I just asked for this one for my birthday, and it's just beautiful. I feel like this one would pair really well with the Naked Heat. Like some of these colors kind of remind me of the Naked Heat, so I feel like they would pair really well. So I could put them both together in like a makeup basket. But I love these minty shades right here, and I love these other grungy greens over here, kind of goldeny greens. So anyways, that's all my palette collection. I forgot to count how many I have, so I will try. Ooh, I just dug into this mint shade. Here. So I will try and count and just link it in the description box so you know how many I have. Probably 20s is my guess, but and I am counting that one palette that's just a bunch of singles. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was fun. I know I love to look at what other people have. So anyways, let me know if you have any of these palettes and what you think about them, and I will see you next time. Bye.